Want to turn any room into a painting booth in one day? Let me show you how.
Hey guys, it's Adriana with Modern Avenue, and today I'm going to show you how I build my indoor painting booth in one day. For this project, I used vinyl flooring. It's not a must, but it definitely worked out for us since we have carpet and we wanted something that looked nice and clean. 2 whiteboard panels, 3 drywall screws, 4 white tape, 5 dust collector, and 6 LED lights. But before we start, please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Let's get started. First, we measured the walls, ceiling, and floor to get the right amount of material for our project. There are 2 ways we're using white panels for the walls and for the ceiling. Because we're only using this floor to cover the carpet, we decided to buy the cheapest vinyl floor in the hardware store. The floor is not necessary, but in my opinion, it will be very easy to clean and to replace whenever we move out.
Okay, the floor is finally done. It took us about 3 hours. It's my first time. It's definitely not perfect, but it's gonna work out for us for the purpose of the room. So let me go ahead and show you. So we bought 5 packs of this flooring panel because we didn't want to keep cutting and wasting material. We're just going to be leaving these little patches. It's honestly just for our painting booth, so I don't really mind. Okay, like I said, not perfect, but it works out for me. There's going to be this little, again, gap, but most likely I'm going to cover it up with tape. And it's going to be perfect. Next, we're going to be cutting out the white panels to perfectly fit the wall. So one of the main reasons why we got this white panel, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but it has a reflective cover, more like a dry erase board. So in this case, it's going to be really easy to clean up the paint.
We started with the walls. We used a table saw machine. But if you don't have that tool, don't worry. It's very easy to cut and you can use any other power tool that works for you. It's time to use our drywall screws. We used the scrap paneling we had to cover the remaining gaps since our walls are not that proportionate. Hopefully your walls are all squared away, unlike ours.
Okay, so this is our last panel. There is a plug here that we're gonna have to make holes from, as you can see here. And we've done it over there, you can see that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a little, I had one here, basically like a template that I have here. And I'm just gonna measure it so I know exactly where I need to cut out the holes. After I marked everything, we're gonna go ahead and drill the holes. We're gonna put the back panels just so that we don't go through the wall. Just like this. Okay, so all we had to do is just move the panel a little bit and now it actually aligns perfectly, as you can see. Okay, so we're almost finished with covering up the walls with the panels. There is one little thing. There are a lot of gaps. So I'm just gonna use this white tape to cover it. And that way the room looks more cohesive and that way the paint doesn't go through the walls.
The walls are finally done. Next up is the ceiling. You may be asking why we're adding white panels to the ceiling, right? Well, let me tell you. Number 1, original paneling is very expensive to replace, and these are definitely going to get messed up. Second, it's just gonna look nicer.
So as you can see, we did cut out a hole here. It's actually going to be for the dust extractor, so all the dust from the room can go out through the window.
If you don't already know, the dust extractor is the most important part of the painting booth. It will serve to suck out the paint dust particles out of the room. Because of this, airflow is going to be better inside and the paint job is going to be perfect.
One of the most important parts of the booth is having a dust extractor. So we're going to go on the roof, see if it works, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it works out. guys, it worked. Let me show you. Okay, this should be, here we go. Okay, and that means that this is gonna work. So I'm so excited.
I also decided to use brown tape to cover the gaps in between the floor and the walls. Super optional, not necessary.
Next, we're gonna be installing these LED lights.
For me, it was super important to have as many lights as possible just so that I can see every little single detail of my paint job. And we are completely done with this indoor painting booth. I can't believe that we were able to build this in just 1 day with a couple of materials. Hopefully this tutorial was helpful and you were able to learn something new. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed watching this video. See you next time. Bye!